are at the Gaerne Factory, and this is on our Italy trip, end of May. We're going to be visiting this shoe factory, which is right now is manufacturing some of the best cycling shoes in the market. Here we are with Renato, and what we have done is before we actually go and see the steps, we're going to take a look at everything, all the parts, all of the components that make a Gaerne shoe. Now, Renato, quanti componenti sono qui?
Per costruire una scarpa ci vogliono più di 80 pezzi per costruire la
80
scarpa.
pieces is what is required, and that's what's laid out on this table in order to make one pair of shoes. E quanto tempo si impiega? How long does it take?
Per costruire la scarpa completa ci vogliono circa un'ora per costruire, mezz'ora per la cucitura e il trancio della pelle e un'altra mezz'ora per finire tutta la fase successiva del montaggio.
So actually it takes approximately an hour, and a half an hour of that is done in the cutting of the parts and the sewing, and the other half an hour is probably in adding all the components and the finished product. So you actually have a finished product here and all the parts, which are what's laying on the table here. So we're going to take a look at exactly how some of these steps are done. So bear with us. It's a little noisy here, but we're trying to bring it to you live and in color. So come along for the ride, because we're going to learn a little bit more about making shoes and of the highest quality that is made in Italy right now, which is the Gaerne, again, 100% made in Italy. Come along. Okay, here we're taking a look at how they cut the pieces, and as you can see, part of the art here is to be able to not waste any material. So the less material they waste, the better it is, and they have different shapes of the different components, which are all of the components that we saw before. Here we are with one of the steps in the sewing, and the lady, her name is Lucia. She's actually been working here 30 years, and she's one of the people that that we were told that in this factory have been here for many, many years, and that's why it's actually part of a family. And she's one of those, which is actually many of them have been here a long, long time. E Angelo, da quanto lavora in questa ditta qui?
38 anni.
30 years Angelo has been working here. Again, another family member of the Gaerne family. And again, this is not machine made. To a great extent, this is handmade. And it is made in Italy.
Ma quasi tutti qui che degli anni 40 gli andati in pensione.
Sì, quasi tutti. Says there's a lot that have already retired, who have only worked here since the very beginning of their working career, and they're now retired. Dimmi.
Signorina Marta, quando io ho iniziato a lavorare non era ancora nata.
That's why I'm so young.
He was just telling me that Marta, who now runs this place, when he started working here, she hadn't even been born yet. And this is Marta, whom we're going to be interviewing shortly. She's actually the person that is running the factory right now, and the marketing as well.
Right now, both the upper part and the sole are put in the heat. Okay, so the heat make the chemical active again, and then you can put together the sole on the upper part, and this is a press machine.
Okay. So here's where the actual sole gets put inside the oven with the shoe, so that there's a permanent bonding between the sole and the shoe. And that's a press, which actually, okay, here we go, that presses it on. And there's a chemical reaction so that it stays bonded. Well, here we are inside Pro Cycling for real. I mean, we're actually standing in front of the last of all of the pro riders that are sponsored by Gaerne. And Marta is going to show us a couple of them, just so that you can see actually some of the differences and some of the subtleties that go into creating shoes for these professional cyclists. Marta, whose last is this?
This is a Petaki one. As you can see, Petaki has a slim fit, but other than that, it's a standard fit.
I say he's a 43 and a half.
Yeah, 43 and a half in a slim fit. While you can see, for example, the Galius one is a 41, but on the left feet he has a bone. Okay, so we had to recreate this bone on his last. Okay.
Excellent. So
yeah, we have many different lamps. We have Simoni one, and then Righi, a lot of the Lampre guy, and then we have Tosato one in here also. Where is it?
I know I saw Tosato earlier, but I see Simoni.
Yeah, and then we have Sebastian Lang, for example, in here. Sebastian Lang, for example, has some material in this size, so this means that his feet in this area is more wide, and so we add some space.
Well, this is really interesting because they actually keep a last of all of the riders, and they make the shoes exactly to their specifications.
Yeah.
And I know that you're sponsoring, as far as a team, you sponsor the Lampre team, right?
Yeah, we sponsor this year all the Lampre team.
So somewhere in here has got to be Cunego's last.
Yeah, Cunego last.
Okay. Well, it doesn't get any more inside pro cycling than this. I mean, we're looking at inside the pro cyclist shoes. So we're actually taking a look at the entire Gaerne factory. We brought you a lot of information about how shoes are made. Now we can tell for sure that they're made in Italy and that there's a lot of handmade processes involved. Now, if you want additional information about Gaerne, please go inside their website at www.gaerne.com. www.gaerne.com, and you will get a lot more information that we've given you. But I hope that this has been an intimate view of this family, as well as this factory, as well as this famous cycling shoe. And it's all part of basically the Italian way of life that we so much admire. Thanks for being with us. And thank you, Marta.
Thank you to you, really. We really enjoy having you here as a guest today. Thank you very much.